Hi, welcome back. It's Monica Lorette, and I am here with my holiday book haul. So I wanted to show the books that I have purchased recently for like the holiday season. Let's just get right into those because my camera battery is dying. The 8 books I'm about to show you that I physically own, I purchased within a day of each other. And then the other one was a pre-order that I did around New Year's Eve. So we're gonna start with the stack. We're gonna go with the one that I got at a thrift store first, and then we're gonna focus on the Barnes & Noble stack. The first book I got is called I Kissed Alice, and this is by Anna Birch with illustrations by Victoria Ying. And this book I picked up, it sounded so cute. It was in the romance section of my thrift store. So I don't know if it's a YA romance or an adult romance, but it follows 2 academic rivals in this art school. They're both trying to vie for this art scholarship. Only one of them can win it. But unbeknownst to them, they are also working together online under, their like account names on an online comic. They're creators online and they are collaborating on a comic together, not realizing in real life they are rivals. And so I thought that was really cool, and there's like illustrations of their comic in the book. Okay, I couldn't find it, but there are illustrations in the book. I saw it when I saw it at the thrift store. So very cute and excited to read this cute little sapphic read. So Barnes & Noble did a 50% off all hardback, hardcover books the 2 days after Christmas, so the 26th and the 27th of December, and I begged my family to take me because they didn't get me any books for Christmas. They got me 0 books, even though I listed some on my wish list. So I went through and I found some books that I'm really excited for. The first 2 were actually part of a buy one get one 50% off that was for soft covers. But the first one is You'll Never Believe What Happened to Lacey, and this is by Amber Ruffin and Lacey Lamar. And I have loved Amber Ruffin since I first saw her on the Late Show with Seth Meyers, whatever Seth Meyers show is called. She was on it. It was a segment called Jokes Seth Can't Tell, and I loved her. I thought she was so funny, and so when I saw that her and her sister have this book, I wanted to pick it up to read about it, and read about the experiences that they've had. Obviously, the book isn't meant to be funny. They're gonna inject some comedy in it because of these situations that have happened to them, but it might also show me, maybe things that I didn't realize were harmful that have happened to them, and make sure that I can look out for some of those things in the future, or just show me things that I've never done and I can laugh at the racist with them. The next one I got is The Appeal, and this is by Janice Hallett, and this is about a theater group and a murder happens. It's like a whodunit mystery, and I kind of want to read more mysteries, so I thought I would read this. And it looks like it's told through, I actually didn't look inside of this book. I literally just read the back. Hold on. So it looks like it's multimedia style, so there's text messages, there's letters, it looks like there's emails. So this may actually be a quick read for me as well, even though it is a bigger book. Next book is starting the hardcovers from Barnes & Noble, and this is the smallest of the hardcovers. All the other ones are like the same height, not thickness. But this one is My Pen is the Wing of a Bird, and this is new fiction by Afghan women. 23 works of short fiction by 18 Afghan women. Loved the cover. The cover was beautiful to begin with, and the fact that it's a collection of stories, I like that. Another way to diversify my read is to read these stories and that are written off of their personal experiences. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. Because it's so small, I may try and add it on for 2023 as soon as I can. Next book, we're gonna go real quick by it because it is from HarperCollins Publishing, but the union did say they are okay with us purchasing books to support the authors, at least last I checked, and okay with us showing them in hauls and like wrap-ups, just not doing reviews. So I got Babel or Babel by R.F. Kuang. Next book I got is one that has swept the nation. When I saw it, I was so excited that I just grabbed it and didn't realize that the back cover has a little snap in it, so the back cover's bent a little bit, but that's okay. We don't have to find the prettiest edition of each book before we buy it, right? The book is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. I grew up very much an iCarly kid. I kind of left Nickelodeon, those sorts of channels, right before Sam and Cat started, so I didn't watch that show, but when I heard this book was coming out and I've heard people talk about it, I'm very interested to read it, as Sam Puckett was always my favorite character other than Spencer. So I'm very excited to read this and see what she tells us about her life, her story, and all that. But I also love this book mainly from the cover. The cover I think is so fun. It's vintage styled and just the picture of her on the front holding an urn. I think that's hilarious. I'm definitely going to get to this one soon since I was so excited to find it. The next one I got, which is very outside of what I would normally read, so is kind of the Jennette McCurdy. I'm not big on nonfiction, memoirs, stuff like that, but this one's a scientific type of book, and that is Vagina Obscura. And it's kind of hard to read the cover. Vagina Obscura, An Anatomical Voyage. This is by Rachel E. Gross. And it is essentially a book that wants to show light and more knowledge into like the female reproductive organs and, you know, busting myths and stuff like that. Yes. So it's showing different scientific studies done and, you know, taking away the focus of the vagina of just being an organ to help produce and push out babies. Because that's not all it is. Figured as an owner of one of them, I should read up a little bit more about them. Now, the last book I got in this hardcover sale, I have not heard anything about, but the cover drew me in and the concept drew me in. Also, it has this beautiful, these are like the end papers right after the cover. So I decided to get it. It was also the last one on the shelf. So The Spear Cuts Through Water, and this is by Simon Jimenez. It is about a royal family who has had this god or goddess kept imprisoned for hundreds of years so this family can continue to be in power. And these two, I believe they're siblings? Okay, no, just two people, a guard and an outcast, help this god escape and try and run away so they can then go back and, you know, this powerful family. And when I was looking it up on the Storygraph, it did say that it was an LGBTQ plus book. So that was also one of the reasons I then decided to purchase it. But it is more of like a science fiction-y book, at least from the description and from what Storygraph was telling me. So I'm hoping this is a really great way to, one, help kind of diversify my reading a little bit into like sci-fi and stuff, and very excited that I found this and got it. Last book I purchased is because it is one of my favorite authors. The book is releasing in May of this year, and that is The Iron Vow, and it is by Julie Kagawa. It is the third and final installment of the Evanfall series within the Iron Fae kind of saga and universe. Let me know if you have read any of the books on this list, or if you've heard of them, if they're on your TBRs. Leave those down below, and I will see you guys in another new video soon. A bientôt!